Hello everybody, this is Mateo, and we are now at the Ice Path. A very interesting ice dungeon which actually has ice in it, unlike the Seafoam Islands. So yep, we are going to be going through this place today, as well as catching all of its Pokémon, and maybe evolving some other things, but that's the main thing. That doesn't have an item, alright. But this place is full of more sliding ice puzzles, most of which I'm going to flail around a lot in for a short while until I eventually solve, and you all are gonna watch it all. It's so close. But really, for the most part, this isn't too bad. Just keep on trying stuff and you'll eventually get it. Just keep on going in different directions. Try to keep track of the directions that you've gone in. Unlike me. Yep, still not working, Mateo. Of the past, I guess. Okay, way to go. You are now back by the entrance. Okay. So, let's try this. Maybe. Okay, I think I might have something. Nope, not really, no. Oh, pretty stuck now. Okay, so while this is going by, we have quite a few new Pokemon to catch. Mostly, actually, pretty much entirely ice types. We'll get to those when we get to those. However, if you don't have a Pokemon super effective against Dragon-type Pokemon, which you most likely don't, you might want to think about getting one. Because there are going to be quite a few dragons coming up, wink wink. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, try to pick up a nice type Pokemon. There really aren't any that I would recommend from this area. Maybe Piloswine. He would be great if he could evolve in this generation, but unfortunately he cannot. Oh great, I don't have a Pokemon with Strength, which means I gotta teach Strength. Oh well. Strength is a pretty good HM move. So is Waterfall, which we just got. It doesn't hit... well, I guess there aren't two targets in this game. It's a slightly weaker version of Surf, I do believe. But it can flinch, I think, in this game. Maybe that was added later. But overall, it's good as well. A Surf, Waterfall, and Strength, and kind of maybe Fly are the only really good HM moves for battle. So there you go. So now we can push all of these blocks in our very first sliding block puzzle, which I will now proceed to screw up at some point if I remember correctly. Basically what we gotta do is push all these boulders so that they fall down all the holes, so we can create a path for ourselves, so that we may ski around the area, I guess. Okay, yeah, here's the one I screwed up. Probably should have looked at this. Oh wait, no, I can push it back. Alright, then just head around and push it back up again. Here we go. Okay, but yeah, this is the basic premise. That's where I screwed it up. Alright then, you're supposed to stop one step earlier than what I did, and then push it down one and then to the right. So I kind of screwed that up. So you want to try to get all these rocks in all these holes so you can create a path for you to slide across on, just like we did in the previous area of this cave. However, really, you only need to push in one rock, as I sort of kind of demonstrate in this next part of the game. If I could figure this out, that'd be great. There we go. Okay, see, I'm somewhat... okay. For a second I thought I screwed that up again and I was gonna get really angry, but no, that works out. Okay, so push that through, that's another one. What you're supposed to do is go down that ladder and then ski across, but if you fall down one of the rock holes, you can get through just fine. Which I did not know at this point, however I will find out eventually. So I think I might have screwed this one. Nope, okay, we're good. So then go around and then push it basically to that hole there. So yeah, not too bad. Surprisingly, have not run into any new Pokemon yet. Okay, slowly figuring that bit out. Turns out I have to push it one more further. Okay, here we go. We got it now. And I'm pretty sure that's all the rocks except for the one I screwed up. So we're gonna go ahead and just fall or something. Basically reset the screen. But yeah, I look over here. Oh, hey, look, I'm already here immediately. Okay, so you only have to push in that one rock above the one that I screwed up at, and then fall down the hole at the one that I screwed up at. What am I doing? Why am I not... am I trying to actually solve the puzzle? Why? That isn't necessary, me of the past. You pretty much already had it solved. And I think at this point I realized that and just go. Wow. I think I might have been thinking, you know, maybe there's an item around at one of the corners of the room, but then I realized that I really don't care. Okay, if you have the Rock Smash HM, which I do, but I have not taught it to any Pokemon, you can break that rock over there, or you can just walk across like I did, and you can get the Never Melt Ice, which is a hold item that will increase Pokemon's Ice-type moves, which is an alright hold item, especially this early in the games when they didn't have as many hold items. It's a good thing to use, especially for a main adventure. And I do believe that right here we're getting kind of close to the end. Just gotta get up here. Oh, there's an item there. I kind of want it. Have no idea how to get it. Okay, not quite like that. A most puzzling puzzle. Yes. Great, slide right into the ladder and climb up. Your inertia was that great. So you actually, I just figured it out now, which I think I might have figured that out right here as well. No, I have not. You need to jump off that little cliff thing and have that automatically send you sliding to the, rocks down here, which I think this might be a correct spot. It is. And then you can go here, grab this, and it is TM44, which I want to... I have no idea what TM that is. I was gonna say Hail, but I don't know if that's in this game or not. No, it's Rest. I'm pretty sure Hail is not in this game. Okay, well there you go. There's that. Now then, we're just gonna go around again, get back up that ladder. Still have not run into any new Pokemon, and if I remember correctly, I didn't run into any Pokemon really whatsoever, only a couple. But, nice enough, you don't run into random battles on the sliding ice. So it's not like a random Pokemon stops you halfway through sliding. So a lot of the sliding causes you to not have to run into said Pokemon, but you're still walking around a bit. And I just really didn't understand how I didn't get into any random Pokemon battles, especially with new Pokemon. But, well, that just means that I'm gonna have to come here again and catch them all off screen. There was a random battle, but that's only like the third one that I've gotten so far. Okay, here we go, and I think we're pretty much done with this place. Only one more room. Maybe? Yeah, this looks about right. Protein, I want that. This lack of bag space is really driving me crazy here. You can put items into the PC, which will give you some more bag space, but even the PC has limited bag space. The addition of infinite bag space is one of my favorite additions to the Pokemon franchise. What's this one, a PP up? I can live without that one, I guess. Maybe I'll come back and grab it later off screen, but here we are in Blackthorn City. And before doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and catch some Pokemon, namely, during the morning or maybe even day, you can find a Delibird, which is an ice-flying type, which can only use the move Present, which has a chance to heal Pokemon, it has a chance to hurt Pokemon, and has a chance to hurt a lot. So it's kind of eh. Delibird's just one of those gimmicky Pokemon that kind of really sucks and is just eh. The reason why it didn't show me catching it was that it has a habit of running away. So I was honestly just not expecting to catch it. So just throw your Great Ball or Ultra Ball immediately. Speaking of which, we can now buy Ultra Balls. They are sold within this town. Now here we have Sneasel, one of my favorite Pokemon from Gen 2. Unfortunately, first of all, it does not evolve into Weavile, so its usability is kind of meh as is. Second off, in this game, both the Ice and Dark type are special types in this game, and Sneasel's special attack is extremely, extremely low. I think it's like 35 maybe, and if that is correct, the only reason that I knew that was because of Chugga Conroy's recent episode of Pokemon Coliseum where there was a Shadow Sneasel and he put up the stats, and I was just kind of curious, like, hey, in this game, Sneasel is both, Sneasel's Dark and Ice type stabs are both special. What's its special attack like? And it is horrible, which is just great because I was planning on using a Sneasel in my Coliseum playthrough, but I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. Poor Sneasel. Maybe I'll use you in Diamond or something as a Weavile. Maybe. Okay, so if we could actually catch this thing, the Whirlpool is slowly draining its health, which is the only bad thing about Whirlpool. It'll stop eventually, but if you just happen to do too much damage to it because of the Whirlpool acting like poison or something like that, and then you faint the Pokemon, that'd be kinda bad. Also, something to note is that you can find a Sneasel only at night. Just by the way. So now that that's out of the way, I think I evolved the Pokemon up next. Yeah, Slowbro at level 30, or Slowpoke at level 37 evolves into Slowbro, and he just looks at his tail and they both blink. And he's like, alright, well, whatever. So, yeah, he has pretty good stats. The only really bad one he has is speed. So, I mean, if you train him up right, he could be a pretty good Pokemon, as he was in my last playthrough. Next up, we have Pidgeotto evolving at level 36 into Pidgeot. I never understood why Pidgeotto evolved into Pidgeot rather than having Pidgeot evolve into Pidgeotto. Not their designs, just the names. Like, you'd normally think that the longer name would go to the higher level, stronger Pokemon, but whatever. At level 30, Voltorb evolves into Electrode, the extremely fast with 100 speed Exploder type guy. So yeah, he's a thing. Also in this area, I think only during the daytime we can find a Pokemon called Swinub. Also, there are some floors that don't hold certain Pokemon, like I think Delibird might only be on the second floor, or the basement floor. I know for a fact that Jinx can only be found on the basement floor. So that's just a thing to note. You're really going to want to look up the Pokemon that you can find here and what floor they're on, because they only appear in certain floors. So, yeah, there you go. We got a Swinub, the Ground Ice type, which is a pretty good typing. Unfortunately, that is one physical type and one special type, but still, it's alright. Don't want to nickname it on accidentally press that. And up next we have Jinx over here, which I'm actually using in Fire Red, and it's turning out pretty good. It has a surprisingly high special attack, which with its typing of Ice and Psychic in this game, is just really good overall. Those are both special types. So Jinx is really quite the formidable attacker in this game. Also in later generations it gets access to Fake Out, which doesn't do hardly anything because of how low Jinx's attack is. But in a double battle, when you're trying to stop one opponent from moving, a dangerous one, you use Fake Out from a Jinx, or Fake Out from anything really, and it can just stop them in their tracks, and you basically took care of a threat for a turn. So it's really nice. I've tried using Jinx in VGC teams, and it's alright. Up next at level 33, we have Goldeen evolving into Seaking. A lot of these I didn't catch because I wasn't really paying attention to what level they were or when they were evolving. I'm pretty sure I was like listening to music or watching TV during this. And with that random ending, I am going to see you off, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.